come get ready with me, even though it's shocking to see the before. No, look the same as if when I made my other video, this is how I looked. Oh, all right. You're never supposed to do that with your eyes, like go, because you're stretching the skin in them. You could tell I'd done that all my life. You know some things you're not supposed to do. We know we're not supposed to smoke. We know we're not supposed to rub our eyes. We know we're not supposed to, like, what else? Do a lot of things, but we still do it. Why? Because we're not perfect. Today's Sunday. I'm getting ready for church, and I was reading some of my comments, and I thought, I'm just going to do this for a show, for a video, and let you see how I am not perfect. And neither are you. And so I know it's easy to say the comments, because you're not like having to look at the person and say it. So it's easy just to make a comment and push send. But if you were looking at the person in the face, could you say that same comment? Probably not. All right, I'm referring to my little grandson, as great-grandson Ezra. Now, he's a really funny little boy. You know how good that feels to get out of that ponytail sometimes? Okay, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Yeah, Jamie, I'm rushing. Let's go. Oh, and that purse, my purse I got, it's the best purse I ever had. And I did a video on it. The lady commented that I got it from. She wrote back to me and she said, it's not from Russia. It's from China. So that RU doesn't mean Russia at the end of their website. It's China, like everything else, made in China. But I wanted to address that because I guess I'll do it now. I used to be really a single poor mom. Well, even before I was divorced with my 4 little boys. And I couldn't afford real Levi's for my boys because, they were real expensive back then. But I wanted them to look like real Levi's. Oh, look how I need to dye my hair. Oh, then it looks like a bald spot right here when it's just white. I think it's all white. I could be Grandma White. That was my maiden name. I could let my hair go all white and be Grandma White. I wonder if it is back here too, or just on the top. How old am I going to be when I stop dyeing my hair? Am I always going to dye it? I don't know. I started 3 subjects now, and I haven't even finished any of them. But anyway, I wanted my boys to look good and look, cute and stuff. I had 4 of them eventually. When Chad was 5, my oldest was 5, Tyson was born. So I had 4 kids in 5 years. It's pretty close, huh? Anyway, I sewed. And so this is my Botox stuff. Because, I need Botox right here, here. So now I don't have to go get shots. It's not the same. Shots go inside the skin. This is on your outside of your skin. They're trying to trick us by naming it Botox. We know it's not. I don't even think any of them work. I'm going to sue them all. They say that they're make your wrinkles go away. They don't. But we keep trying. Okay, so anyway, I would get a pair of Levi's from, like my husband had real ones. And I would look at them and study them. And I would try to get the fabric, the denim fabric, which you could buy easier than you can nowadays because we had fabric stores everywhere. And I would get the real denim, and I would notice the color of thread. the stitching, the way they were made, the pockets, everything. And I would copy them because I wanted them to look like real Levi's. One time I even took the label off of my husband's old Levi's and stitched it in the pocket of the ones I made for my boys. Now, it was hard to sew those. It took me hours to duplicate. But I wanted to make them look that way, like real. Did I succeed? No, probably not, because their sewing machines are different than home sewing machines. Their stitches are wider apart, and if you do stitches that wide apart, they're not secure. And the other thing was the thread. Their thread they use is real thicker thread than what I could buy back then. But I tried to copy it because I wanted to look like the real thing. Same as my purse. So could I have gone to jail back then for copying the real Levi's? Because they know the quality of what seams hold and what, is going to work and be the best. Because, Levi's a real old brand name from the pioneer days. I don't know, a long time ago. They know what they're doing. Just like some of these other people that we want that brand. Why do you want a name brand? Is it just for that label, or is it because it's well made? I would want it because it's well made. Okay, so that's what I think about copying other people. And copying is the greatest form of flattery. I guess you're not, I know. You're buying the name brand, the name, the label, the name, because those people have the name. All right, I know it all. No, I don't really, but anyway. Rich people are not the only ones who deserve good quality. Quality should go to the hard workers. Like the military, they make their clothes good. And those are hardworking men and women that need good quality. So, we should buy all our clothes at those army-based stores. What are the surplus stores? I know some people who do. I went to this thing the other day. I'm not criticizing people. I just want to help them. And they were blonde. One lady was blonde. One lady's blonde going gray. And they didn't have any bangs. They had their hair back. And I'm looking at them. And I'm thinking, honey, do you have eyebrows? Us dark people, if we don't wear eyebrow pencil, we could get away with it. You're not looking too bad. But those blonde people, and I'm like, do you have eyebrows? Is there hair there? And the older we get, the lighter and thinner they get. I'm thinking, don't wear black pencil or brown, but get some color in your eyebrows, because eyebrows really help improve our looks. You know how I know? One time, my son, Trevor, Trevor, he was cutting his cousin Aaron's hair. Hi, Aaron, if you're watching. And he shaved his eyebrow off for him. I don't know if he meant to do it, an accident, because he was cutting his hair, or if thought it would be funny, but he shaved it off. If you do not have eyebrows, you look bizarre, like an alien on TV or something. We need eyebrows. It aligns our eyes. So if you don't have any, make some. If you're blonde and they're like skin color, put a little color in there. Now, you can get a pencil for 99 cents. There's no, expense to it. But, of course, I couldn't tell those two ladies, you need eyebrows. And some people don't care. I think they had makeup on. They just didn't do their eyebrows. But I know some people aren't makeup people and they don't care, and that's fine. But if you want to look better, put some eyebrows on. I'm not saying go tattoo them. We all know what that disaster can be looking like. Now, I have two of these. They're different brands. but they're the white pencil. I looked for, well, I spent 15 minutes looking for my sharpener because it needs a fat one. I put it in a safe place. I can't find it. So I had to use my knife like my dad used to sharpen our pencils with the knife. I didn't do very good. I need my dad. But anyway, it works better. At least it's not scratching my skin like this one because there was nothing left in it. And I'm like scratching my eyebrow. So I just used my... Now I probably could use, I don't know, the crayon. I have the crayon sharpener. Why do you put white here? Contrast to your eyebrows? I don't know. I don't even know if it helps. I saw one picture of me in my early years, and all you could see was the white I put here. So I've done it for years. Okay, now back to Ezra. And people were saying, I have a few notes here. People were saying that he's a spoiled brat and that I videoed my great-grandson because he was so tired. And it was so funny how he was acting. Like we said, I asked him, what color are your eyes? Red. Well, his mother told me that right now, he knows his color's pretty good. But right now, red's his favorite color. So everything is red. Go get your shoes. And what is, he goes, red shoes. She said, what shoes do you want to wear? He goes, my red shoes. She said, he didn't even have any red shoes. So that's what he was saying, red. And we just had to laugh because it was funny. I just laugh at kids because I've been around them and seen them so many years. They can be sweet as heck. And when they're tired, you don't even want to talk to them. And then at that age, they fight the nap, right? They don't want to go down for their nap at all. I remember Tyson was little, and I said, it's nap time, and he's like really tired. I go, are you tired? He goes, no. A little bit later, I look over, and he's dozing off. So I shook him. Are you tired now? He's dozing off. He still said no. That's how they are. So he was fighting the nap, and grouchier than heck, throwing things, and he almost fell asleep a little bit before that, but he lives right down the hill. Driving from there to my house, Carmen's had him, and she said that he fell asleep on the way up. So that's how tired he was. So, you can't tell a kid spoiled brat when he's tired. Is he spoiled? He might be. All little kids are spoiled, somewhat. Because we don't want him screaming all the time. We want him to be happy. And you can't beat him all the time trying to make him be happy, spanking him. Stop crying. You can't do that. And another person told me I need to get a grip on my grandkids and discipline them. I don't discipline my grandchildren. Anything I do to discipline them is not going to work because it's their parents that discipline them. They would just hate me and not want to come to Grandma's house because she's mean. No, I don't discipline them. I don't feed them healthy food. Their parents can feed them healthy food. If you want your kid to eat healthy, stay home and feed them yourself. That's my philosophy. I babysat a lot of kids. I just didn't want them to be hungry. I feed them what they'll eat. If you want your kid to be healthy, you feed them healthy food. One time I babysat this little kid. This is years ago. I don't even remember her name. Her mother would bring a can of spinach for me to feed the kid. And it was like slimy canned spinach. Who would want to eat that? So anyway, the first day I fed it to her. The next day she came back and she had her BM and it was spinach came out the same as it went in. And I said, I'm not feeding her that anymore. So I would just feed her what my kids were eating for lunch because I had a baby food grinder. It was healthy stuff, carrots and stuff. But anyway, I never fed her that spinach. You feed your kids spinach and you change their diaper. I wasn't going to do it. I just sent the spinach back with her. Because sometimes parents need to suffer their own issues. Maybe they'll learn something. So I don't discipline the children. And if, you know, if they're not going to eat the food I make, okay, then don't eat it. If they're not going to, if they're naughty and don't mind me when I say go get it and they say no, their parents are going to have to make them do stuff, not me. I don't have to live with them. Now, if I lived with them and was raising them, like my own children, I was disciplining them, I was mean, and I made them mind me. They knew they better mind me and not say no to their mother. But how do you think I got to be the favorite grandma? Because I never say, I do say no to them, but I don't discipline or spank them or get mad at them much. If they're wrecking my furniture, I do get mad at them, and I will tell them, do not jump on my couch, do not eat on my couch, and stuff like that if they're wrecking my environment. They're not allowed to eat in their living room. Why do they think they can eat in my living room, you know? And if they're not, parents don't notice that they're doing something to wreck my house, then I'll say something. But, like, we had some thumb suckers one time, and it bothered Jamie so badly, and he would keep yelling at him or telling him, stop sucking your thumb, and pull it out of there. I said, Jamie, they're here for a few days. You are not going to break him from sucking their thumb. So just forget it. They're just going to hate you and not want to be near you because you'll pulling the thumb out of your mouth, out of their mouth. Okay, look at this one has eyeliner and this one doesn't. Is there a difference? I asked Jamie that. One time I put makeup on one side of my face and one side blank. I said, okay, Jamie, this is why I wear makeup. And I say, do you see a difference? And he goes, yes, but I don't know which one looks better. That was nice of him to say that. So if I was plain, he liked me just as much. He's not a makeup man. Like my first husband, he almost demanded, he wanted me to wear makeup every day because he didn't like the look without makeup. Well, I was pregnant for 5 years in a row, practically. 4 years in a row. Some days you didn't want to wear makeup when you're throwing up in the toilet and stuff. So I wear it more regularly now than I did when I was younger. So it's your time and your energy. But today I'm going to church, so I have to wear it. Because heaven forbid, if any of those people see me without makeup, well, they could watch this and see me without makeup. I've tried false eyelashes. I don't really like it. It doesn't make me have more friends. All right, so I talked about Ezra. I still have issues to talk about with the grandkids. Now, when I made the video, my last Temu, or I don't know if it was my last one, but I made the Temu haul video with the grandkids. Okay, they were with me when I went to the post office. And I said, do you guys want to do a video with me? And they all go, yeah. They all wanted to. Macy and Credence. Okay, I said, all right, then we will. So we get home. I get set up to make it. Well, I had just bought him those frizzle drinks, whatever they're called, frazzle drinks. And all Macy could do was want to drink that in my video. And I kept telling her, put it down, you can drink it later. She drank hers, then she drank mine, so it never was ending. And she wasn't interested. I don't know why she acted that way. But, you know, this is reality. And I'm not going to make them act what they're not acting. I tried to tell her to put it down, and she must have been thirsty. But anyway, I just let them do what they wanted, and they were horrible. Because, you know, this is not a professional show. And I would rather them act that way than put on a fake act and not be real children. I don't want to have them do that, which I've seen some videos and the kid, you know, is acting. So it was really them, that's for sure. I made another video, I don't think I published it, of them jumping off the rock and swimming. And that was them too. But I don't really make them do anything because their parents can. That's how I have become the favorite grandma. I'm not gonna say, I have 36 grandchildren. I've never spanked any of them. So there. And I won't, because I'm not their disciplinarian. I'm their grandma. And that's why I don't think grandparents should raise their grandkids. I mean, you have to sometimes, and it's good you do. But I don't really think you're very good parents to your grandkids, because you're in a different state of life and you love them too much and you spoil them. I do. I spoil them. I know that. Okay, now I'm going to add a little color. Let's see if that helps any. I like this smear on stuff because then I don't have to get out a brush. And then I have this rock. Where's my rock? Right here. From Barris Minerals. Barris Minerals, is that what it's called? You're supposed to get it wet. Not the rock wet. There's a sponge in the bottom. Get the sponge wet. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. But I like it, because right around here, we old people start getting pale because we wear hats in the sun. So I like to put a little color right here. See? Did it add anything? And then right here, little dimension in your jauntiness. I use words wrong if you didn't know that. And then you're supposed to have this line come down and come here and then come down right under your chin and snatch your chin right there. I need that bad. But I don't want a line there. So then you got to blend it. Okay, so I do that. Then, a while back, I bought this when Carolyn was here. I miss her. Some of my videos, I could tell my voice is depressed because I miss Carolyn. All right, it has holes in it, and it's like the bare mineral thing. And my powder broke in my powder case, but it's a good color for me. So I crushed it all and I put it in here. Now wait, that's too much. You're supposed to shake it out like this, and then you open it. It's in the holes. This brush is too big, but then you do this, and it's your powder. And I just want to seal my makeup in a little better. And the colors aren't so vibrantly, you know, woo, whatever that word is. So then I just kind of smooth it all in like, yeah, this is natural. Okay. Is it good? Is it better? Ask Jamie, he won't know. And then lipstick. Ta-da! All right, done. Good or bad, at least I tried. And my hair is not very clean. It's kind of dirty. They won't know at church. And one more thing. I had to go get it. This is my root touch-up. Walmart, even Dollar General sells it. Because, you know, I told you about this spot up here is gray, white. So I want to cover that up because heaven forbid if people think my hair is really gray. I needed to dye my hair, but it wasn't that bad on the sides, so I'm trying to prolong it as much as possible. But because my hair's been falling out, but I think it's a little doing better. I haven't noticed as much fallout. Should I wear my headband today? Maybe I will. I should wear the wider one if I'm going gray, showing it through. And I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. I found it. I knew it was here somewhere. It's kind of darker. This one's too dark. Maybe I won't wear any. Okay, back to my list. Okay, then. I filmed cutting Ezra's hair. Now, he's 3. And so he now has to have haircuts, every so often. Now, I don't know why I cut all my boys' hair. I cut Jamie's hair. I've cut a million haircuts. And I realize the technique and how to do it. But Ezra is horrible. Just like my first grandson, Craig. They cry. Hair sticks to their face. They're moving. They're screaming. The mother has to hold their head while I do it. And that is how Ezra was his first haircut. It turned out, I did the clippers in the back, and that part turned out pretty good. But the front, it was impossible. If I cut anything, it was like a success. Because his hair was all, and he needed a haircut. So we were happy that I got that much done. But I don't want it to be a horrible experience for him of force and mean and everything. So this time, his second haircut, which you saw, Carmen was there, not his mother. And Carmen is a little sterner with them than their mother. And sorry, I'm looking for my tissue. So Carmen is a little sterner, and we kept bribing him and telling him, because they're going to go to Oregon on a trip. We're going, Ezra, let's cut your hair. It'll be fun. We're trying to be positive and telling him all this. Now. And Ezra goes, Carmen goes, yes, you have to. And you get to go see Bear, who is a dog of Brianna's. So, his aunt. So we were bribing him. And as a 3-year-old, you can't bribe him with money. He doesn't like very many foods. So it's hard to find your bargaining chip with him. So Bear was the bargaining chip. So he finally said, okay, I want it to be a happy experience. So he will love having a haircut next time. So he sat up there and we're trying to make it fun. The whole time he's, hating it and ducking it and not letting me push. And I would position him getting ready to cut, and then he moves his head. Well, one lady said she's a beautician, it was a horrible haircut. We know it was. It was horrible. I'm embarrassed to even say I did it because it's horrible. It shows the ridges and everything because he won't sit still and let me cut it the right way. What am I going to do? Hit him in the head? No, I wanted to, but no, I'm not going to hit him in the head. So anyway, we just had to, I didn't even get to cut the back with the clippers because he said it was tickling him and everything. So as long as he was good, we praised him and how fun that was, and look how good you are, and you look like your dad, and all of that stuff. So next time, maybe we can get a better haircut with him. Now, I want to say, take him to the barber. Maybe the barber has tricks that I don't have. Now, Emily, my daughter that's a beautician, said that you let the little kid hold the spray bottle and they're happy. We tried that. I think he knows us too well. If it was a stranger, he might act better because he might be embarrassed. I don't know. But he's not going to Oregon until after August 8th. So I'm hoping we'll get the clippers on him and do a little better next time. But like I said, I want it to be a positive experience so he will learn that a haircut's not bad. So yes, I am aware it looks like crap. He has ridges straight across. I wanted to feather it. He wouldn't let me. I'm holding the hair and not letting it drop in his face. It turned out horrible, I know, but at least it's not in his face anymore. All right. Next, I was going to talk about, and now my mind is dulled. So, my granddaughter wanted to watch the video of my baby dying, and she tried to go back and find it. She couldn't find it. Then I linked it to her, and then it wouldn't work. So I tried to publish it again for today to be seen, and it wouldn't work either. I don't want to do it again because it's too, I don't want to cry about it and everything. So I don't know. I can go back, and I found it and watched it. I didn't watch it. I don't want to watch it again either. I already lived it. But anyway, I felt bad that she can't. So I'm going to have to help her so she can watch it. I'm sure Trevor could help her watch it. But I wonder why it wouldn't play again when I put it up. I changed the title and everything. But YouTube is smarter than we think, because they know you're trying to get money off of it again, the same video. I wasn't really. I just wanted it for the granddaughter. Oh, my dresses. Where are they? Over here. I did a video of trying on the dresses, purging my closet. If you haven't seen it, it's coming up. And so, here's all the dresses that I'm getting rid of. 11 of them. And so I put them on Misty's list for sale. Well, Misty is my granddaughter, my daughter-in-law, and she started Misty's list like Craigslist in our town, and it was her that did it. Had to brag again. Anyway, so I had 2 people want to buy it and want to look at them. One of them just wanted the short dresses. You can take the long dresses and cut them off and make them your perfect length, but maybe she can't sew. And I don't want to volunteer to do that for her. But she wanted a picture of each one separate. So I took the pictures out of my video and sent her the pictures, but they don't look very good in the video pictures. So at this point, I'm about ready to say, come and get them. You can have them. I just want someone to wear them and not go to waste. Now, I have a bunch of other dresses. I'm going to keep doing it until I have a reasonable amount of dresses. So don't make in the comments like, you had all those dresses. I've had them for years, some of them. Some of them are for my Temu shows, and I haven't even worn them yet. And it's the business of my channel to buy that and have them, and I'm going to get rid of them, especially now that I'm starting to lose weight. So this is just a tip of the iceberg, getting rid of 11 of them. So I'm waiting to hear back from that lady after I send her the pictures. And I think that she just wants to buy the short ones at a cheaper price. If she has a problem with the money, she could just have them. Because I have an abundance, and I will share with people who don't. They don't need to, I don't need, 10 or 20 bucks. So anyway, that's going to be the end of the story on the dresses. And it's really hard to try on 20 dresses. It makes you tired. So I get worn out. So then I just close the door. They're all hanging in there nicely. It's not hurting anybody by just leaving them hanging. I'm not going to get rid of them unless I try them on, because that's how I am. Another thing, you know how much fabric's in all these dresses? It kills me, because I was a fabric lady and bought fabric. This fabric could be used. The dresses are brand new. There's only one of them that I wore. The fabric's brand new, and not all of the fabric is good for quilts or making other things, but if there was a quilt maker, this could make a lot of good quilts, the cotton pieces. But I don't want to. Is it good to cut up a dress to make a quilt, or to give somebody the dress to wear the dress? I don't know. I guess like this one of Misty's is a real nice peachy cotton, a lot of fabric. If you were making a quilt with these colors, I would cut the dress up. But some of them are knits. Knits don't make very good quilts. So I don't know. It's just I hate waste. I don't want to burn them, because that's a lot of fabric and somebody could use them. Does that mean I'm a hoarder? If it is, then I am. I'm willing to get rid of them. So maybe I'm just a little bit of a hoarder. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing I really, really like. I got these magnets for your necklaces from Temu. I've showed them to you. They have a heart one that is better than this one, but You know, if you have troubles putting on necklaces like I do, you need to get these. They're pretty strong, although I have had them undo. But the heart one hooks better, but look how easy that is. And I just love it. Now, if you have a baby you're holding all the time, you can't do it because they'll just pull it off. But if you're an old lady like me and you just sit around most of the day and don't try on clothes for 2 hours, then get those magnets because that makes your life easier. And if you wear necklaces, maybe you don't. What's next for me? I have another company. I think did it before. They're sending me 2 pair of glasses to review. I love it. I didn't have to buy them. I love glasses. I got some purple ones that I wanted forever and some big pink ones that will be like good for sunglasses, photochromatic ones. So I have that. I have some tattoos. They are not permanent. They last for 2 weeks. And I could, you know, I'm not a tattoo fan that much, but I want to try it because I want to suggest for you guys, they're like $10 to buy one and put it somewhere, wherever you're going to put it, and then try it out for a couple weeks to see if you really want a tattoo or if you hate looking at it. So that's why I got them. And I'm going to, I don't know if I'll put them on myself or maybe I'll put them on Carmen or Ezra. I don't know. Anyway, so that's coming. I have 3 more Temu orders, and Temu's back to normal like it used to be, except prices are a little higher. But everything's coming up now. Fun stuff that I've been ordering. Dresses for Emma. That's not a waste. She's growing. She needs them. And things I need. And so I don't want to be over compulsively shopping. I'm just trying to buy things that I know I need or give away to people who want the stuff. So my hair is real tightly curled. It will relax as the day goes on. I don't know why this frog in my throat will not go away. It's my allergies that I don't have. There's fires somewhere because it's no clouds in the sky, but it's hazy. This is the season for fire, smoke to come. So I'm not liking it because it feels like overcast. All right, I think I addressed all my issues. I did my makeup in the same moment of time. I still have these, if you're looking at these, I still have sewn. These are my kitchen quilts, and I get to quilt them next. But yesterday was Saturday. I did all the wedding tablecloth sewing. I did the bridesmaid dress. I did 3 things that I had to sew. I can't remember. I do still have the wedding dress to alter, but you have to be in the mood. I want to be fresh in the Monday morning to do that or whatever. But I got most of my sewing done so that that's not hanging over my head. All the issues are fixed. When I did my Shein try-on, the format would not sell to it wouldn't send to them for the campaign. I was so worried about that because I appreciate that and I wanted to do it right. The shorts would upload and link fine, but the big one wouldn't. I could watch it on mine. I can load it on mine, but it wouldn't be sent to them. So Hillary tried it. I tried it. I'm not an expert enough to change the link. I don't know how to do that. So Shein is letting me do another $150 dress try-on. I'm excited. So I got to do it again. They'll come in 2 weeks or so. So I'm going to get out my camera and try to study up on it and do it and record. I'll probably record on both so I don't lose the recording. I'll record on my camera and record on this. If the camera works, and I'll learn and do it. If it doesn't, then this will be my backup, my phone, because I always just record on my phone if you wanted to know. I know people record on their iPads. I tried that. But then you got to have microphone and light, whereas your phone just does perfect. You don't have to have a light. You don't have to have a microphone. I have a microphone. I just don't think it works that great for hearing. But I think I need one because I think my sound is getting worse. They said to chew gum and then take the gum out and put it in the bottom of your phone where the microphone is, and then it will pull out the dirt. But then I'm thinking, yeah, but will it leave the sugary residue from the gum in there? I think you have to chew the gum until it tastes like only gum product, not sweetness. I don't know. That's what I just keep thinking. So anyway, I need to experiment and learn and broaden my learning abilities on how to make better videos. I know my last few videos I've sounded deadpan-y. I think I just was a little depressed because Carolyn's gone and she's not there to be my host with, you know, the camaraderie between us both, because we do play off each other. And my other sisters, we'd be that way too. Shauna, she would be a great one with me. We used to do it here in our ladies group, Relief Society at church, and she would talk and I'd fill in, and the whole Relief Society would be laughing, ladies. But, and Lisa's that way too, but they're not here with me, so I'll do another Zoom with Carolyn and record it sometime. But don't forget, we're taking an RV trip. I'll record it. We're going out to Oregon, out to Carolyn's. We're camping in our RV at Loeb Park with my son Cameron and David and Amy and Carolyn. So we're going to be at Loeb Park, and you've never seen that place. It's beautiful and wonderful on the Winchuck or Chetco River. I don't remember which one. Can't remember. But anyway, that's going to be August 16th. And so don't worry, I'm having a house sitter. So we're not going to be gone. We're only going to be gone a week probably. So that's going to happen too in the future. And then school will start. I won't have my video partners, but they probably don't want to do it. They say they want to do it, and then they're not very good. And then it will be back to winter life, one video a day, because winter is boring. But I do have winter projects to do. I want to do more beading purses, and I want to do my books. I have 5 books to read. And so, you know, I look forward to winter, cozying up in the house, under your blanket, drinking hot chocolate again. So for us who live in this Siberia here, we love the winter too, because it makes a different kind of life. All right, I got to get going here because, you know, I might be missing something else while I'm on here. Nothing's happening. I hear Jamie downstairs. His TV is on. And so that is all I need to say, because that's probably all you want to hear. Thanks for watching, and try to subscribe or check. I'm almost up to 6,700. No, or is it just 70? 6,670. I don't know. But anyway, I got a few more subscribers this last week, so I was happy about that. So thank you, but it's really watching. Watch, not just subscribe. Try to watch, or leave it playing while you go to the bathroom. I don't care. Goodbye.